What's going on, everybody? Sports Player 2.0 Daniel here, and guys, we went 1-2-1 in the NHL and 4-4 in the NBA. So we had a so-so day in the NHL and a so-so day in the NBA. So we gotta do better. So let's move on to tomorrow's games. The Golden Knights are going to Colorado to face the Avalanche. The Golden Knights come in at 10-4-1, and the Avalanche come in at 9-4-1. The last game these two teams played last time, and the Colorado Avalanche won 3-2. The likely starters for this game is Marc-Andre Fleury for the Vegas Golden Knights and Philip Grubauer for the Colorado Avalanche. And the Colorado Avalanche are a favorite in this one, but give me upset. Give me the Golden Knights 2 in this game on the road in Colorado. Next up, we have the Lightning going to Carolina to face the Hurricanes. The Lightning come in at 10-4-1, and the Hurricanes come in at 12-3-1. The last game these two teams played last time also, and the Carolina Hurricanes won 4-0. They shut out the Lightning. 4-0. And the likely starters for this game is Andrei Vasilevsky for the Tampa Bay Lightning and James Reimer for the Carolina Hurricanes. And the Tampa Bay Lightning are a favorite in this one. Give me the Lightning 2 in this game on the road in Carolina. Next up, we have the Calgary Flames going to Toronto to face the Maple Leafs. The Flames come in at 8-9-1, and the Maple Leafs come in at 14-3-2. The last game for the Calgary Flames, they lost 7-1 versus the Oilers. The Oilers blew out the Flames 7-1. And for the Toronto Maple Leafs, they won 5-3 versus the Montreal Canadiens. And the likely starters for this game is Jacob Markstrom for the Calgary Flames and Frederik Andersen for the Toronto Maple Leafs. And the Toronto Maple Leafs are a favorite in this one. Give me the Maple Leafs 2 in this game at home. Next up, we have the Dallas Stars going to Florida to face the Panthers. The Stars come in at 5-3-4, and the Panthers come in at 11-3-2. The last game for the Dallas Stars, they lost 4-3 in a shootout versus the Carolina Hurricanes, and for the Florida Panthers, they lost 2-1 versus the Detroit Red Wings. And the likely starters for this game is Anton Khudobin for the Dallas Stars and Chris Driedger for the Florida Panthers. And the Dallas Stars are a favorite in this one, but give me upset. Give me the Panthers 2 in this game at home. Next up, we have the Buffalo Sabres going to New York to face the Islanders. The Sabres come in at 5-7-2, and the Islanders come in at 8-6-3. The last game for the Buffalo Sabres, they won 3-2 versus the New Jersey Devils, and for the New York Islanders, they lost 3-2 versus the Pittsburgh Penguins. And the likely starters for this game is Linus Ullmark for the Buffalo Sabres and Semyon Varlamov for the New York Islanders. And the New York Islanders are a favorite in this one. Give me the Islanders 2 in this game at home. Next up, we have the LA Kings going to St. Louis to face the Blues. The Kings come in at 7-6-3, and the Blues come in at 10-6-2. The last game for the LA Kings, they won 4-2 versus the Arizona Coyotes, and for the St. Louis Blues, they lost 5-4 versus the San Jose Sharks. And the likely starters for this game is Jonathan Quick for the LA Kings and Jordan Binnington for the St. Louis Blues. And the St. Louis Blues are a favorite in this one, but give me upset. Give me the Kings 2 in this game on the road in St. Louis. Next up, we have the Anaheim Ducks going to Arizona to face the Coyotes. The Ducks come in at 6-9-3, and the Coyotes come in at 7-7-3. The last game for the Anaheim Ducks, they lost 5-1 versus the Minnesota Wild, and for the Arizona Coyotes, they lost 4-2 versus the LA Kings. Both teams need a rebound here, and the likely starters for this game is John Gibson for the Anaheim Ducks and Darcy Kempfer for the Arizona Coyotes. And the Arizona Coyotes are a favorite in this one. Give me the Coyotes 2 in this game at home. And the final match for the day in the NHL, we have the Minnesota Wild going to San Jose to face the Sharks. The Wild come in at 8-6-0, and the Sharks come in at 7-7-2. The last game for the Minnesota Wild, they won 5-1 versus the Anaheim Ducks, and for the San Jose Sharks, they won 5-4 versus the St. Louis Blues. And the likely starters for this game is Kaapo Kähkönen for the Minnesota Wild and Martin Jones for the San Jose Sharks. And the Minnesota Wild are our favorite in this one. Give me the Wild 2 in this game on the road in San Jose. And that does it for the NHL. Let's move on to the NBA. The Bulls are going to Houston to face the Rockets. The Bulls come in at 13-16, and the Rockets come in at 11-17. And the Houston Rockets are a 1-point favorite in this one, but give me upset. Give me the Bulls 2 in this game on the road in Houston. Next up, we have the Memphis Grizzlies going to Dallas to face the Mavericks. The Grizzlies come in at 13-13, and the Mavericks come in at 13-15. And the Dallas Mavericks are a 5-point favorite in this one, but give me upset. Give me the Grizzlies 2 in this game on the road in Dallas. Next up, we have the Miami Heat going to Oklahoma City to face the Thunder. The Heat come in at 13-17, and the Thunder come in at 12-18. I'm going to go with the Heat here. Give me the Heat 2 in this game on the road in Oklahoma City. Next up, we have the Portland Trailblazers going to Phoenix to face the Suns. The Trailblazers come in at 18-11, and the Suns come in at 19-10, and the Phoenix Suns are a 6.5-point favorite in this one. Give me the Suns in a money line, but give me the Trailblazers minus 6.5. I think this will be a 5-point game. I think the Suns will win by 5, but I think the Trailblazers will keep it closer than 6.5. So give me the Suns in a money line, but give me the Trailblazers plus 6.5. Next up, we have the Charlotte Hornets going to Utah to face the Jazz. The Hornets come in at 14-15, and the Jazz come in at 24-6. And the Utah Jazz are a 12-point favorite in this one. Again, I'm going to go with the Jazz here, but give me the Hornets plus 12. I think the Jazz will win by 10 points. I think they will win by 10 points, and I think the Hornets will keep it closer than 12 points. So give me the Jazz in a money line, but give me the Hornets plus 12. And the final matchup of the day, we have the Washington Wizards going to LA to face the Lakers. The Wizards come in at 10-17, and the Lakers come in at 22-9, and the Lakers are a 6.5-point favorite in this one. Give me the Lakers 2 in this game at home. And that does it for today's picks for tomorrow's games. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, please give me the like button, subscribe if you haven't yet, and thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.